group's good. Health-wise, everyone's feeling good. Alex is pretty much all the way back from the ankle. Donovan's feeling great. So good to go.
Just curious what you thought when the schedule came out and you saw that you're getting Marquette twice late in the season.
Just kind of, a little strange. Just a little strange because you knew it would be an anticipated matchup. I think with obviously with everything that they brought back from their team last year, 80+% of the scoring and bringing back the team that dominated the league last year was picked to win the league this year. I think you knew that it would be an anticipated matchup from their end. But it I guess it works out like genius now that we've both held up our end of this and create just a great day and a great matchup for college basketball. Great day for the Big East.
Kolek has really been playing very well the last few games. If I'm not mistaken, last year I think he wanted to, like in the second game, he wanted to try to turn it more into a scorer than a distributor. But is that still a possibility? I mean, he's scoring so well now. And
yeah, it's tough with him. I mean, there's very few players at his caliber in college that are as old as he is, mature physically, game is fully mature. I mean, you're looking at Jalen Brunson level quality at that position right now. Steve Nash, college level, pick your poison type of thing. He's just a nightmare to deal with in the ball screen game, and just a true quarterback. So it's tough, man. You gotta mix things up and just try to make it as tough on him as you can.
I know you try to stay consistent as far as your effort and practice and everything, but do you sense before a big game like this there's a little extra with the guys, or they're just a little more pumped up?
I think that the one thing we talked about kind of going into that Big East tournament matchup last year, I did think that they kind of played at a level of force that was different than the first two matchups. Something from a standpoint with their team, they knocked us on our heels in that game at the Garden. The physicality, the force they played with. We were kind of showing up at MSG for just the basketball game. But in these type of matchups, especially in the Big East, with the way that the games are officiated and the style of play in our league, you got to be ready for obviously the basketball game, the execution part, but also be ready for the street fight too.
Last year, Donovan kind of handled Oso Idaro pretty well. Now it seems like he's gotten a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, two of the most unique players in the country to prepare for. There's nothing really like it. They got the center using ball screens. Which you just see at the NBA level with like a Jokic. So it's a tough matchup for Donovan just based on the way Oso has evolved his game, how much he's handling the ball. Obviously a movement center, but also physically strong too. So you're looking at a guy who's going to be, I'd imagine a first-round pick, Kolek, a couple first-round picks, but fully mature first-round picks.
At least similar to you at all in that they're pretty balanced and they share the ball pretty well.
Yeah, I think with this matchup too, it's like you play. I think that there's a lot of similarities, that maybe not stylistically in some different ways in terms of how we play. But when you play against teams like UConn and Marquette, and what you appreciate when you watch the film of opponents like this, is that you're also playing against the culture too. You can see the buy-in on the bench with the way that they interact with each other, with the way Shaka's running his program. So some games I think we go in with a culture advantage because we got our shit together a little bit, more selfless. But in this game, that you could see the culture on the other side. So you get the quality of team, and then you also get, two great cultures playing tomorrow.
You feel you guys are in a great place right now to play a game like this?
Yeah, I think we're battle tested. The program is pretty grown up. We know tomorrow feels like probably a game of two of the truly best teams in the country, and we're gonna find out some things about where we're at. And it's one of 6 regular season games we have left. But tomorrow's obviously it's a big one. It's gonna have a different type of electricity.
Dan, you've mentioned a couple of times that you didn't think college basketball did a good job of promoting itself or marketing itself.
And that's still going.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how.
Up to right now.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how you arrived at that. How is that something you've always believed? Something that's developed only.
Yeah, I mean, just you look at in the other sports, you see, college football. Obviously, different programs this year. Programs get like a big win to start the year, or just different situations where the media just just told those stories and really built up those players, built up those coaches, built up those programs, and I don't know if it's just the fact that we play while the NBA is going on, and the runway doesn't clear for us until the NFL is done. But man, it's a great sport, and the players in college basketball. I mean, we play life and death for these games every single night. I mean, you're either on the bubble, or you're fighting for seeding, or positioning for the NCAA tournament, or you're a coach that's on the rise, or you're a coach that's trying to hang on to his job. So our business is these games are pretty brutal, and we fight to the death to win them. And we got some great characters, players, coaches. We got some great characters, but I think Big East could do a better job. I think we could do a better job as institutions in terms of the way we tell our own stories. And but I do think it's underwhelming.
Is the greatest challenge Marquette's ability to score, their culture, their toughness? What is the
Everything. I mean, when you get to this deep end of the pool that we're both swimming in now, in these type of games, I mean, these are Elite Eight games. These are people you got to beat to get to a Final Four. These are the type of people that you've got to beat if you're in the Final Four. Like, you go back to looking at what you looked at, last March when we got deep into the tournament. And I mean, these are the people. There's not many holes. The coaching's there, the talent's there, the offense is there, the defense is there. We have some vulnerabilities, each of us. It comes down to who plays their best tomorrow, and maybe who does the matchup favor.
You really, obviously, you've stated how much you want that Big East regular season title and tournament after that. These guys got both last year. Do you emphasize, A, the fact that they took those from you last year, sort of, and B, winning tomorrow can really put you in the driver's seat?
Yeah, I think we're just talking about, this time of year, championship level performance. I don't think we're not doing the standings and how many games up we are or those types of things. I think it's just about right now, you better be ready with a championship level intensity, championship level execution. You can't have moments of weakness out there where you think about self. You've got to be playing with your absolute strongest mindset and just be about winning. And championship time of year, about to head for elimination time. So,
Coach, just talk about your team and see how connected they are. What are they talking about when they said that? What does that mean to you? How connected?
Yeah, it was just, I think you turn on the film and you see talented teams that win because of talent and obviously they're well coached too. But then you see teams that have talent, they seem well coached, and then you see a bench that carries incredible energy. You see players interacting with each other on the court as a total unit without any selfishness and such. So I think we check a lot of boxes. Marquette checks a lot of boxes. Purdue checks a lot of. I mean, there's plenty of programs out there that are checking a lot of boxes. Houston, somebody's gonna get pissed if I miss somebody. Like Tennessee, Carolina,
Well, that's a shock.
Kansas, because they beat us,
On his radio show last
and
night,
a bunch of others.
Shocker Saw was talking on his radio show last night about the energy you guys. He said, high-fiving and all you bring with the energy.
Yeah, that's why I think you respect these type of matchups for me, because you look and like I said before, there's in large sense, it's like looking in the mirror in a lot of ways with the way that we both go about our things. I think what Shaka's been able to do there, with building a culture and developing young players, and you really respect. I think we have a lot of respect for how we each do it, even though we obviously are desperate to beat each other and share a lot of in-game intensity.
Thank you.